Sorry for that intro. This isn't Thursday. This isn't Thursday Night Tunes. But today was on Tuesday, and we're going to be going through Logic today. And it's a beat that we had before, and we're going to continue creating this beat. So, um, I greatly appreciate every single person that is here today. Um, I am also very thankful, to being able to continue making these lives and having the opportunity to be here and just to be able to help other people. Before we get started, real quick, a couple things. If you haven't followed me, make sure you follow me so you get the notifications and are able to come and join us when these lives occur, which is on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 9:30. Second, so Manifesting Royalty Studios this year will be helping out families that are going through stuff, especially after this hurricane that just hit out in Florida. You know, things are so tough everywhere. And as we get closer into Christmas time, some families struggle and have a hard time wondering what they're going to get their kids for Christmas because they have little ones and it puts a huge strain on them. And I will say, Manifesting Royalty Studios is going to be helping out families. So if you know of a family that is in need of help or you yourself are struggling and, just need help with some Christmas gifts, please, you can find us at Facebook or Instagram and message us. You are more than welcome to email us. I'll get a reach at that as well too, and you can do that by going to emailing us at info at manifestingroyaltystudios.com. So please let me know and put on the subject line. Let me know if you're, if you know somebody or anything like that. And then lastly, I am trying to raise money to help out these families. This is coming out of Manifesting Royalty Studios to being able to help out all these families and, helping out the children, which is called Children's Christmas Gifts. That is what we're going to be going with. So I am wanting to help out kids from 18 and younger. So I want these children to be able to still feel, even if it's small gifts that we can get. I want to be able to give them a few gifts, but that is something that we're planning on doing. And I am taking donations as well, either you can do by PayPal, Cash App, you can message me for that. We're also taking even gifts. So if you're wanting to send a toy, clothes, books, anything like that, and send in donations, please email me or message me on Facebook or Instagram, and that you can reach us at Manifesting Royalty Studios, and let me know so that we can get these gifts collected. I'm wanting to get this all situated by December, and then planning on December being our shopping month where we're going to be going out and getting the rest of the gifts that are needed for these children of these families and then sending them out. So that is our main goal, and if you can please help out with that, I greatly appreciate it. And if you would like to have your name, we're going to be sending out thank you letters to anybody that's helped us out to donate for these families. We will send you a thank you letter because we'd really greatly appreciate that, and that is something that we would love to have. So please, if there's anything that you have questions on, feel free to message me. Other than that, let's get started for today. So the last time we had created a basic drum loop, and on this instrumental that we're going to be calling Deadly Sin. So this is what we had from last time. Sorry, talking, you see my mouth moving and everything. You don't even hear me saying nothing. So what I was saying is that normally when I be making some of these beats, we kind of do like a loop. And for some of you guys, it might be like an annoying thing. They might be like, "Oh my gosh, we're hearing the same loop over and over and over." But that is sometimes what would keep us going, to keep that momentum. Even some artists kind of use the same loop on like maybe a certain few bars just to keep it going, or they might go the whole song and just keep repeating and repeating and repeating it. So that's what we're doing, is we're going to try to do that, because we're going to try to create the emotion of a chill, maybe a little bit dark or creepy sound, because the title of this instrumental is called Deadly Sin, so we want to keep it around there. Now, I do have this instrumental is at a 146 beats per minute, and we are in the key signature of a B minor. So we want to try to create that sound, and I would love for you guys to be able to help me out to create that. So please, if you have any ideas, if there's certain instruments or certain sound or something you want, hey, you want to try this out? Of course, I would love to try it out and see if we can find it. But yeah, that's what we're going to be going for right now. So I'm just kind of looking with the ambient sound, going with Omnisphere. I love Omnisphere the way it is, and it has so many instruments um, to be able to use and sounds. So I love using it. Now, if you don't have Omnisphere, I'm not telling you to go buy Omnisphere. I'm not affiliated with Spectronics, but there are other virtual instruments out there that you may have that also have an ambient sound. So look for it and try to find the one that best suits you when you start creating your projects. The ambient sound is going to give us that in the way the sense of chords, but in the way also it could just be like a background to this instrumental that we're doing. So let's see what we can find. I did have to turn it down on the Omnisphere because they do tend to be a little loud. So right now I'm just kind of going through all these and seeing. Let me turn this up a bit. Ooh, I like that. Let's see. Not too bad. I guess let's see what it sounds like with the rest of the. Okay, so it's not a bad choice. We'll keep that in mind. Pretty chaos. Let's go down the line and see if we can find something else as well. Okay. So, see what else we can find. I'm not really liking these tones. They're still higher up there. Definitely speeds up. Interesting sound. Not expecting that. So, interesting enough, Omnisphere also has a lot of sounds that if you ever do create like so I was doing it for a little bit, and I would love to go back onto it again, doing library music, Omnisphere. If you're ever creating that creepy just sound like the ominous sound, this has some really neat sounds in here, so something to check out. And there's a bunch of other virtual instruments and plugins, so definitely check out your variety and see what you can create as well. But yeah, that's why some of these sounds, they can be very theatrical sounds, very just explosive with the sound creation. And this is honestly what some producers go through, is trying to find that one. Let's see what this. You know, I like the sound of that. Might use that as a filler down the line. Yeah, I want to create the like synth ambient sound to it. See. Oh, something more. Definitely has a lot in the low end. This is sometimes one of the most trickiest things for me, because I'm just like trying to find a specific, and I know in my head what I may want. Going through the list is sometimes the toughest. Nope, see. Definitely creepy sound. Let's see what we can create. No, not really feeling it. Nope. I really like that. What is it? Where is it? There. This. I really like this. I know I didn't go through all the lists, but man, I could spend minutes and hours just going through the list that I have here. So now we're going to try to find a chord progression what we want. So in this particular one, we're going to see what we can create. We might play it off of like a start off one off with maybe a D. So in this particular one, this would be a D major. So we see, we're not liking that. So I'm too happy with it. So let's see, maybe we can start off maybe off of an E minor. That's another thing too. Dropping down an octave. So I like how we go from an E minor to a B minor, and I might just go back back to an E minor, and then from there figuring out what we can do. So what I'm gonna be doing on these is gonna be basically on here they'll be going roughly, it's about 4 bars, but we're in double time, so just keep that in mind. But that's kind of roughly what I'm gonna be going, is starting off with the E minor. From there, back to E minor. Probably to go in F. So let's try this to see. Okay. So it starts changing up into a happy tone, and I don't like that too much, or it keeps going up in that route. So we're in the E. Trying to find where the good sound of that transitioning is, because you do have your chord progression, you know, and understand that music, there are certain rules in music theory, but if you understand them, you can break them. If you don't understand them, you might just get lucky and it might work. So there's nothing wrong with that, but knowing why you did something is even more better, because then you can recreate again. So yes, and I did use the word more better. Let's see. Okay, so goes into the E minor, there's something that just doesn't sit well with me. So let's see. really too much of the transitioning on the chords. It's basically some of the notes you have to figure out which ones and how to lift up your fingers. So we're also going to be, instead of lifting all of our fingers up on this one, we are going to be keeping a couple of notes or a note standing still. By the way, I do have a sustain pedal, so I could always use a sustain pedal as well too as I'm transitioning to keep that sound and adding certain notes to stay in my place. So let's try to create that, and let's go all the way. Let's see what we get. I already know I messed up on here, so let's do this again. Lifted up my finger where I didn't need to. So, as if you might have heard, there's some issues here with my finger slip, and we didn't need some of these. That one. Let me zoom in and. Alright, so as you can tell, my B note, that one stays consistent through the entire chord progression. Why? Because that one's going to be continuing, it's going to be used throughout each chord that I'm playing when I'm doing the change. So I'm going from a G major, and then I'm going into a E minor, then going to a B minor, and then back to an E minor. If you don't have an idea what I'm talking about, I just ask you just to take a quick brief on music theory and understanding the chords in your notes, because that will be extremely helpful. But that's what I was doing as my transitioning there, but I'm keeping that particular note held on to make everything go smoothly, because there's only certain notes I can change, certain notes that are going to be moving to create my chord change throughout that song. So this is what we got so far. Okay, so that's what we got so far. Now I'm listening in my head like a guitar sound. Now, if there's anybody out there that's watching, if you have any ideas, please feel free. Suggest something, try an instrument. We can try it out. We can try to include it. It might not have to be throughout the entire song, but even for a small section, give diversity. And as well, I appreciate you guys actually coming through and just giving me some ideas as well too. So let's see what we find in this guitar section. Let's see, we'll play. Ooh, they're definitely lower. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm going to see what we do with this then. I just thought of a different idea for this. So let's start again. Missed it. So what I was kind of doing, what I'm doing there is I'm going and I'm moving down the notes from the chord that I'm at to the next chord that I'm moving to. So I'm just playing the bass note for in this guitar and then just slowly moving those notes there. So let's do this again, but I'm gonna retry it again with a slightly different thing at the end. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm going, just checking here, make sure that all my notes are playing where I need them to. And we got this. So those. I want them to play. No. I wanted to get close. Right there. Alright, so that's what we're going with so far. Let's see if we can create a quick melody for this. So today it's a little bit quicker than normally. There is sometimes that, man, I have a complete just block and I just can't even get anything. And what I just do in those instances is I would just go on YouTube, go on Spotify, on something, and I can just listen to music and just try to get inspired and motivated. You know, that's a huge, huge thing that I do. So let's see. Sure, what's another guitar, strings? Let's see. Alright, let's see what guitars has. This is Alchemy. This is one of Logic's stock plugins. So let's see here. We're gonna go with something. Let's see what Mysterious has. Okay. It's like this thing's acting funny. So normally how I have my, there we go. Definitely creepy. That gas one right here. So if you guys are into making some ominous type of sounds, you know, that creepy horror type, these drone sounds are really great for creating some of that. Just just an idea. So any of you guys out there, but let's continue, guys. I'm trying to find something else too. What else definitely out there? Let's see. So I'm still trying to find that sound that, because I want to create a melody that's gonna go well with the rest of the song, and that sometimes gives you trouble when you can't find the right instrument that you want. And this is probably gonna get layered with something else, because Let's see how this sounds. Okay. So I think I got a rough idea for my melody. This last note was not supposed to go there. Let's hear from here. I'm gonna solo this because I want to hear that landing. And I think I want to scoop this here. Let's try it like this. See this. will sound better here. And let's play it all through. Something. I gotta check in the beginning to see. Okay, so I like that. I do see that. Whoops. I do see that I have to make it slightly closer. There. That sounds a lot better. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see what this sounds like. Whoops. Alright, let's keep it like that. Let's see what that sounds like. I'll fold it together. Okay. Do hear something here. It's too. And that would be your basic beat. So from here, we can just arrange it and set that up. We don't have too many instruments here, which isn't a bad thing. And some basic beats, that's fine. But what I am going to do, well, obviously we are missing one other thing. I would want to have a good bass to it, so we can actually add that. But another thing that we could do is make this bigger. So layering up these sounds, you know, maybe on that kick, add another kick that's gonna add just kind of just that fullness to it. You know, don't want to just make it all muddy and everything, but we do want to make it sound like it's full, like it's nice kick. You know, get that punch running through it. But let's find a good good bass. And right here we'll do synth. This is my guitar. It's ambient chord. Okay, so this would be my bass. Let's see what we can find. Now, Omnisphere has really good, and where's my other one? Serum. Serum has some really nice bass sounds. We can create our own. Let's see what this see what I have in here. Yeah, this will create some very interesting sounds. I got in here, let's see, let's take this. So, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I am going to follow the same notes that I did for my ambient chords. So we're gonna go with the bass sound. Boom. It's gonna follow that, but then I'm gonna go into the processing part. I'm going to sidechain my kick into that compressor, so that I can, oh, actually not, into my bass, my kick into my bass, for the compressor to be using that sidechain. We're using the kick as a key. So what I'm going to be doing there is that every time that kick punches through, that bass is going to get compressed and squashed down. So it's going to drop down that level, and then it's going to come right back up every time. That will give you that pumping effect, and that's what I'm going to want, something to give that pump, so I can make it just stand out a little bit more. So that's what we're going to go with. I lost myself. Let's see, we gotta go. That's so tricky. Let's see. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Make it sound. Yeah, because that's gonna sound funny. Okay. Let's see if we can follow this and see where we're on this one right there. that's what I'm gonna want. But then I'm gonna make that kick giving that pumping effect. Cause right now there's nothing, there's no movement, nothing going around it. But we do got a good amount of kicks. So let's see if we can just make it so that you can understand what I'm gonna be doing here. Let's see, the kick is here. Let's see if we might be able to actually do it. So I'm also used to using Pro Tools. And Pro Tools is, you do it slightly different. Let's see here. This is why we gotta name them. Because then you get lost. See. So here's where I'm using that kick. Every time that kick comes in, that's gonna get squashing down on that bass. You can hear it change slightly. Play around with the attack. So this essentially isn't how I'm gonna be running it. So I gotta EQ, I gotta do a whole bunch of other things, but I just want you at least to see what I'm doing, what it all sounds like in a rough general idea. I'll turn down this bass a little bit. Something like this. start creating from there. But that is it for today. And I appreciate you guys coming through. I appreciate you guys watching and being able to pick something up and just enjoy, music and creating this. So again, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And again, if you guys are able to help with the donations for the children's Christmas gifts this year, please, if you have any questions, you're more than welcome to message me on Facebook or Instagram, and that's at Manifesting Royalty Studios. You're also able to email me at info@manifestingroyaltystudios.com. So please, I ask if you could help out, and it's not for me, it's not for my family. It's actually just really to help out other families in need. I feel that we should all come as a community and help out each other. I've been through the struggles before myself and just had to try to push through it, and it is hard. It's so much stress, and honestly, for me, I don't like seeing that. That's what Manifesting Royalties Studios is seeing people manifest their royalties. But the royalties doesn't always mean financially. Your royalties actually means from inner side, your soul, your mind, you. So that's what we try to manifest around here. And I really hope that if you're not able at least to donate to this cause, just extend a hand out to somebody and help them out. You don't need to really come in my direction. As long as you're out there helping somebody out in a family or child or somebody in need, I ask that of you. But I greatly appreciate you guys again. And if you are watching this right now in live, thank you. If you're watching this in the recorded one on YouTube, thank you so much as well too. We do have Thursday tunes on Thursday, and if you know of anybody that does music, or if you do music yourself, message me and let me know that you want me to play your music, because we'll be playing some of the artists of different genres, from all types of genres and independent artists. So let me know what we play, and I do give some positive critique on it. That way some of that criticism is able to help you grow. So please let them know, message them, and tell them to message me, because then I can get them on here. Other than that, I appreciate you guys. This is Victor from Manifesting Royalty Studios, and I'm out.